Hello everybody, welcome to YouTube channel Enrich Your Knowledge. Today we are dealing with nutrition in human being. I told you that nutrition in living organism, it is of two kinds, autotrophic and heterotrophic. In autotrophic mode of nutrition, the organism, they synthesize their food themselves by taking raw material from the outside, that is inorganic substances from the outside, just like in green plants and blue-green algae. And we have explained, I have explained photosynthesis in the plants in my previous video. And in heterotrophic mode of nutrition, the organism, they take food from the outside and then it is digested inside the body with the help of some enzymes and some digestive organs and converted into smaller particles which are used for synthesis of energy and biomolecules. I told you that heterotrophic mode of nutrition, it is further of three kinds. What are those? Saprotrophic and holozoic and parasitic. In saprotrophic mode of nutrition, the organism, they secrete digestive juice outside the body, outside on the dead decaying organic matter, and they then absorb the digested food. However, in case of holozoic mode of nutrition, the organism take food from the outside and that is digested inside. It is called as the holozoic mode of nutrition. It occurs in amoeba, single cellular animal, in paramecium, single cellular animal, and in all multicellular organism. So today we will describe the nutrition in human being. You know, human being is holozoic. Some are herbivores and others are omnivores. What does it mean? Herbivores are those organisms which take plant material, and omnivores which take both plant as well as the animal material. And what are carnivores? Which take the animal material only, just like tiger. Tiger is carnivorous. Lion, it is carnivorous. Eagle is carnivorous. But human being, some human beings, they take the plant material only. They are, you can say, vegetarian, or they are herbivorous. Other human beings, they also take plant material as well as animal material, just like fish. You can say meat, mutton, these are the animal material, eggs, and they are called as the omnivorous. We take both kinds of material. So organs, the food is taken through the mouth, and the organs participating in the digestive systems are, main is the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal runs from the mouth throughout the body length and opens at the end through the anus to the outside. So what are the parts of alimentary canal? It is mouth, starting part, buccal cavity, then pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. At the end opening is called as the anus. However, in all these organs, the food is digested with the help of some enzymes and secretions which are secreted by the digestive glands. What are the digestive glands which secrete the digestive enzymes? Those are salivary glands, liver, pancreas, gastric glands, and intestinal gland cells. Then what are the enzymes which are required for digestion? These are salivary amylase, pepsin, trypsin, dipeptidase, lipase, pancreatic amylase, and nucleases. Some other associated substances, they are also secreted which help in digestion, providing the optimum medium, that is mucus, sodium ion, potassium ion, chloride ion, bicarbonate ion, HCl, bile juice, bicarbonate, and microorganism present in the cecum of the large intestine. These microorganisms, they are symbiotic. They are not harmful. They take nutrition from the human being and also protect the intestine inside. So these are all associated substances. So now we will describe one by one how the food is digested in the alimentary canal. The food enters through the mouth हम खाते हैं ना खाना मुंह के थ्रू, and in the mouth, from the mouth leads into a cavity, जो हमारा ये मुंह का पार्ट है, that is called the buccal cavity. In the buccal cavity, you know, teeth are present on the jaws, salivary glands are present, three pairs of salivary glands are present, and tongue is present. So buccal cavity leads into the pharynx. Pharynx is the common passage for food and the air. And on the trachea, there is present a flap-like structure which is called as the epiglottis, and glottis is the opening of the trachea. So at the time of taking food, this epiglottis covers the trachea. It covers the glottis so that food can't enter it. Then in the buccal cavity leads into tube-like structure which is esophagus. No digestion occurs here. Esophagus leads into stomach. It is J-shaped structure, and protein part of the food is digested here. Stomach leads into small intestine. In the small intestine, it has three parts. Duodenum, it is C-shaped structure in which the stomach opens. Then jejunum, it is coiled structure, and ileum, it is also coiled structure, where in the duodenum digestion occurs, in jejunum and ileum absorption occurs. Small intestine leads into large intestine. Large intestine has three parts: ascending cecum, colon, and rectum. This colon cecum is a blind tube-like structure. It has some extension which is called as the vermiform appendix. It is vestigial. It does not take part in any digestion. There is no role. It is a remnant. जिनमें ये बढ़ जाता है उनको ये डिजीज हो जाता है, उसको कहते हैं appendicitis, क्योंकि that creates problem in the stomach body. Then cecum leads into colon. Colon has three parts: ascending column, transverse column, and descending column. This colon leads into sac-like structure, rectum. Rectum opens to the outside through the anus. These are the parts of alimentary canal. The glands associated with the alimentary canal are liver. It is bile of structure present in the notch of this stomach, and it secretes the bile juice. Pancreas, it is present in the C-shaped part of the small intestine, that is duodenum. Pancreas releases the pancreatic juice, and then salivary glands, they are present in the buccal cavity, and some gland cells are present in the small intestine. So this is all about how digestion occurs. Food enters through mouth. It is masticated. It is broken into small pieces by the teeth, and it is moved inside the buccal cavity by the movement of tongue and muscular movement of our buccal cavity, and mucus is mixed with the food. The food, in this case, salivary amylase is secreted by the buccal cavity. The glands which are present in the buccal cavity, which are called as salivary glands, it secretes the salivary amylase. In addition to this, some cells, they also secrete HCl, and they secrete potassium, calcium ion, chloride ion, HCl bicarbonate ion. So, not the HCl, bicarbonate ions. So, these amylase acts upon the carbohydrate part of the food, and it is partially fragmented, converted into smaller molecules. These smaller molecules, they are mixed with mucus, and by the movement of the muscles of the buccal cavity and the tongue, this broken food, along with all other particles, formed in the shape of ball-like structure, which is called as the bolus. from the buccal cavity. In the buccal cavity, lysozyme is also formed. Lysozyme, it is to say, acts upon the bacteria, harmful bacteria, which enters inside the mouth and protect it from the infection. So lysozyme is very, हम कहते हैं ना रात को पानी सुबह उठो बिना ब्रश के पानी पियो, वाई? क्योंकि वो बैक्टीरिया जो अंदर प्रेजेंट है, जो लाइसोजाइम जो अंदर प्रेजेंट है, वो हमारे बॉडी के अंदर चला जाता है और बैक्टीरिया को किल कर देता है. देन फ्रॉम बकल कैविटी food enters the pharynx. Pharynx, no action takes in the pharynx. From the pharynx, food enters into the esophagus. Esophagus is tube-like structure. There also no digestion in the esophagus, and from the esophagus, food enters into the stomach by the esophageal sphincter. In the stomach, it J-shaped structure. In the stomach, pepsin is released by the stomach glands. In the stomach, there are present gastric glands. They release the pepsin in renin, small quantity renin. In the children which take milk, large quantity of renin is produced, is help in the digestion of milk proteins, and some quantity of lipase is formed, and it also secretes the HCl. Because the food which is coming from the buccal cavity, it is alkaline, and the pepsin, it function, pepsin and renin functions in the acidic medium. So HCl is produced by the stomach wall, and acidic medium is provided so that pepsin can act and it partially digests the proteins. So partially digested carbohydrate in the buccal cavity, partially digested proteins in the stomach, along with lipase, fats, they are passed into the small intestine. From the stomach to the small intestine through a sphincter which is called as the pyloric sphincter, so that movement of food is controlled from the stomach into the pyloric sphincter, by the pyloric sphincter into the intestine. In the stomach, food is retained for the 3 to 4 hours. Then in the in the small intestine, the upper part of the small intestine, which is C-shaped, it is called as duodenum. In this part, in this small intestine, pancreatic juice is released through the and by the liver, bile juice is formed. Bile juice and pancreatic juice by hepatopancreatic duct, they are released into the small intestine. So bile juice, it does not help in digestion. It has no enzymes. How will it help in digestion? It has no enzyme. It has pigments which are called as bile pigments, bilirubin, bilirubin. In addition to this, cholesterol is present. In this case, phospholipids are present. This bile juice help in emulsification of the fats, that is break down the large molecule fats into the smaller molecules. Pancreatic juice, it contains many enzymes. What are those? Pancreatic amylase, it acts upon the carbohydrates, partially digested or the undigested carbohydrates, and they are ultimately converted into, yes, glucose. Then it also contains lipase. Pancreatic juice contains lipase. Lipase acts upon the fat portion of the food and converts it into small molecules, that is glycerides. And then in addition to this, pepsin, pancreatic pepsin, trypsin, dipeptidase, these protein and digesting enzymes are present, and they digest the protein part of the food and convert it into amino acids. Then nucleases, they are also present in the pancreatic juice. They help in digestion of nucleic acid. In the absence of nucleases, the protein digestion is not complete. So then from in the intestine, the duodenum part of the intestine, by the action of amylase, by the action of trypsin, dipeptidase, lipase, pepsin, protein digested, lipase, by the action of lipase, that is digested, fat is digested. So all these digested food, that is glucose, amino acids, and glycerides or glycerols, they, along with water, they are absorbed in the duodenum and ileum part of the small intestine, which is a highly coiled part. It is embedded and highly coiled and coiled and coiled, and the absorption occurs here. This part, the small intestine, has finger-like projection, which is called as the villi. Villi bears further small hair-like extensions, which are called as the microvilli. What is their function? They are to say increase the absorption area, surface area for absorption. Digested food and water is absorbed in this duodenum and ileum. Then rest of the waste material, it is also mixed with the mucus. Mucus is also secreted in the intestine. Goblet cells present in the intestine, they secrete the mucus. Then undigested part, and after absorption of the digested food, leftover part, they, in the form of semi-solid, they are passed to the cecum, from cecum to the colon, colon to the rectum. There is no significant digestion in the large intestine, cecum or the colon. However, food is passed along with mucus, I am to say, lubricated with the mucus into the rectum. In the rectum, it is retained until defecation. At the time of defecation, it is passed out through the anus. This is all about the digestion of food material into the alimentary canal of the human being. Alimentary canal, it is muscular. There are constriction and relaxation, contraction and relaxation, and these by these contraction and relaxation, the food is passed from one organ to one part to the other, and these movements are called as the peristaltic movement. Peristaltic movement, and in this way, the food is digested. I hope you might have followed and you listen it, remember it. It is meant for class 10th. In the next video, I will explain in detail meant for class 11th. I hope you like it, subscribe it and share it with your friends and give benefit to all. Okay, have a good day. Bye.